And welcome to the Strings and More podcast. This is episode 59. Yay! We haven't seen you guys in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
The longest we've ever gone without podcasting.
Yeah.
The longest.
Sorry. There's just been so much. So many things.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But, so yeah, episode 59.
Yes.
So, hello everyone.
Welcome. We are your lovely hosts. I am Shanna from Lambstrings Yarn, and this is Jaymie, LeslieJeanKnits. We are coming at you, as always, from Patchogue, New York, on Long Island. And we have, jumped in a tremendous amount of subscribers this week. So I want to welcome everybody who is new, and we hope that you like what we talk about, and welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back and hanging out with us.
You crazy people.
Crazy people. Crazies. This is our podcast, of course, about knitting, and we have some spinning today, and socks today, and all that good stuff. So,
Good stuff.
Yes. If you'd like, you can find us both on social media. You can find me as Lambstrings on Ravelry, and Lambstrings Yarn on Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope, which I don't really frequent that often. You can also find my wonderful hand-dyed yarns at lambstringsyarn.com. And LeslieJeanKnits, Miss Jaymie, is on the interwebs.
I am. You can find me on Instagram. I am LeslieJeanKnits. I was thinking about a name change, but I don't know. Probably not.
I like
lazy.
it.
I'm too lazy.
I like it.
Yeah.
People know it.
Everyone knows. Yeah.
Don't want to confuse people.
You could find hand-dyed yarn by me and bags at my Etsy store, which is also LeslieJeanKnits. It's still up.
Good.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to do, a discounted price for a while. I think I talked about this last time. I still didn't do it.
It's all right. You'll do it.
And just whatever goes, and then I'm probably going to shut it down because I don't have time to.
So
crazy.
The best way to contact either one of us or to find out what's going on, the latest news, is always through Instagram. It is our go-to social media platform for all that jazz.
Yes, we like the Instagram.
We do like the Instagram. I'm not like a Twitter person.
Mm-mm.
And Facebook is Facebook. I don't know. Facebook
I
is okay.
haven't been on Facebook in a really long time.
Me neither. So, like I said, we have a whole bunch of new viewers. So, I just want to really quick talk about, sorry new people, but we have a cow that ended 3 weeks ago that we need to pick a winner for.
Yeah, we still didn't announce the winner.
Yeah, we totally slacked off a little bit on that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We didn't podcast, man.
What happened? I know last week was Vogue Knitting, which you went to. So that was, we can only podcast during the weekends, and really then, usually only on Saturdays.
Yes. Yeah.
So last Saturday was Vogue,
yes.
which you went to.
I did go to Vogue.
The weekend before that, you had a trunk show.
I did have a trunk show.
And then the weekend before that...
We didn't want to. I think we were we don't want to.
Matt and Paige were here, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. But we just were we're not going to do it today. Forgetting about all the other things that were the next couple of weeks, and then we realized that we weren't going to podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
So we have a lot of news and stuff that we can talk about a little later. But first, I want to pull the winner for that cow because people have been waiting.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Jaymie and I hosted a Strings and More anti-sock knitters Christmas/holiday sock along. So the idea was to use some holiday inspired yarn to make a pair of socks, or a holiday inspired pattern out of any everyday colored yarn. So we had several entries. We did do a random number generator to pick the winner.
It was everything.
We're going to destroy the place. We did pick, I think we had 16 entries, which really wasn't that bad because it wasn't a lot, but it gave a lot of people really good chances to win. So I did do a number generator before we started podcasting, and I got number 13, which I had since closed, but number 13 is, it's not going to show up. Well, maybe it will a little bit. They're Christmassy socks. They're Christmassy socks by Wendy. So her Ravelry handle is WenMig. I'll put that up. Congratulations, Wendy.
Congratulations.
Won. So, yes.
Excuse me, I'm burping all over the place.
It's okay, it's fine.
Don't watch me
Wendy,
belch.
that's what Jaymie thinks. Wendy.
Sorry.
So Wendy, you won some really awesome more sock yarn to make more socks, but not holiday socks.
So you really won Legacy Knits skein of yarn.
I think that's showing up pretty good.
I think it is too. Look how pretty it is. Is it terrible I forget the name? It's been so long. Oh, no. I forget the name of it. Needles up.
Needles up. It says it. Needles up. There's the Needles Up exclusive colorway.
And then
for the event.
These two minis from Shanna.
Yep. And look at how nice those all go together.
Awesome.
Isn't that great? And we have some stitch markers for you from Fate's Thread on Etsy. And they're all like little knitting inspired stitch markers. They're so cute. One's turned around, but that's a skein of yarn. And there is a spinning wheel. And a little sheepy. And there's a sweater. I love the sweater. I think the sweater is like too cute. So congratulations, Wendy.
You get to cast on some more socks.
Yeah, you do. So you can get in touch with, like I said, either one of us through either Instagram or Ravelry, and we will get those out to you as soon as we can.
One more thing. Did you talk about the pattern?
Oh, we didn't talk about the pattern. Wendy, you're also getting a pattern, the Silent Snowfall Socks, written by Debbie Reese of the Periscoping Sisters. So you can, whoever contacts, I will send that to you because I have that. So I will get that to you as well. And those are like a holiday-inspired sock pattern. So, yay! I totally forgot about that.
Congratulations!
Thank you, everybody, for participating.
I don't know how I remembered because I'm usually the one who first gets everything.
I don't know. I usually am the one that remembers. But thank you, everybody, for participating and spreading the word. We obviously plan on doing a few more cows this year. We have one going on right now, another one, of course.
Well, no, we were going to start in February. Remember we talked about
Nah, people already started it.
Did they really?
I think some people already started it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then that's fine.
Whatever, work through it. So so on to the next cow, or the current cow. We are hosting a Free the Needles cow, which we do...
Still did not put up a Ravelry thread
every year. Yeah, that's okay. People know. You know what? People are like starting things. Some people have already started. Some people are saying like, okay, I'm going to like start this next week or whatever, or finish XYZ projects next week. So the idea is to take all the projects that you did not finish in the year 2017 and finish them in the next couple of months. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I do too. So
I have my socks.
Yeah, I know. Well, Jaymie and I did not finish our Snacks Cow.
No,
socks.
We are bad.
We totally failed our own cow.
I have a few.
But that's okay. You guys didn't, so that's what counts.
What the hell is in here?
What the heck is in there? Right!
My Kansas wrap.
Oh, your chances. So, obviously, it is like already the 20th, and we have not set up a Ravelry group for that yet, but that's okay. We will get to that. We don't expect you guys to finish everything yet.
So by the time this airs, it'll be up.
We say that all the time.
Me too.
We say that all the time.
It's gonna happen.
Yep. And then Jaymie gets the notification that I posted our video, and then you text me like, oh yeah, I didn't set the Ravelry group.
Yep. Exactly.
We are the worst at the Ravelry group.
We are.
It's fine. Oh my goodness! Did you just
too yummy?
Okay, not on your shirt.
No, that would have been terrible.
I saw that dribble a little bit. You're so excited. So excited about Free the Needles.
I am.
I'm so excited.
I'm not going to finish anything probably.
So again, we already said what it was about, but we encourage you to join us. I think that we are doing a prize at the end of it, which I think we said at the end of February.
Yeah.
We were giving it 2 months this year. So, but I know we have a lot of new viewers.
We might have to.
It
hasn't been open now, so we might. Maybe we'll extend it.
Yeah, I think we're going to extend it. We have, like I said, we have a lot of new subscribers this week. So if anybody new wants to join in, then we will obviously be extending the cow into March or whatever. So Jaymie Jaymie and I have like a million projects that we didn't finish.
We have some of them here today. Well, I do. Mine are all right here somewhere in the pile.
Jaymie's pile.
I really need to clean.
Lord. Good Lord. So,
what's in here?
I don't know. Jaymie's like finding stuff. What's that?
Oh,
that's right. I know what that is. It's all the green. Like anything around here isn't all the green.
I know, right? What am I talking about? It's all green.
So, yeah, so let's do it. We'll do all the real, like, that was some administrative. We'll do that, more of that at the end. I have a couple other things that I want to talk about. But yeah, again, new viewers, new subscribers. I know a lot of you guys heard of our podcast through Christy Glass Knits, which I was on and aired last week, so yay. If you're a returning viewer and you haven't seen the Christy Glass interview with moi, then you need to go over to her channel and watch it because it's like super impressive and interesting. Sort of.
And it was in your house, right?
It was in my house.
You can see Shanna's home.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
there's like a gray wall behind it.
You can see her gray
and like
wall.
Sort of a taxidermy piece that isn't in the view. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by and giving us a go if that's where you're coming from. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for the chance.
Yeah. And that interview was a lot of fun. And I was very nervous.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's okay. You know me. You don't need to watch it. You know all my stories.
I know, but still. Support.
I was nervous.
I know, you told me.
Yeah, she's like, why are you nervous? You have a podcast. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm nervous. But it came out really great. And I'm just so happy. So, you know, you guys need to go watch it. So let's talk about yarn now.
Okay, FOs!
FOs!
Do you?
I do. I do have an FO.
You have an FO!
I do have an FO. Because the Free the Needles cal and all of the stuff that I need to finish wasn't enough. I had to cast something on and finish it right away.
I know this.
You do know this.
I knew this.
Shame. You know this. So, as Jaymie already said... As Jaymie already said, I attended Vogue Knitting live last weekend, and it was really fun. Jaymie sadly could not join me, so I did go by myself, which I never do anything like that by myself. Like, I just don't, you know, I always have Seth with me, or Jaymie comes with me. But I gotta tell you, going by myself was, like, really nice. Not that I didn't miss you. I missed you. I missed you. I missed you. I missed Jaymie, of course. But, going by myself was like, I don't know, it was like doing whatever I wanted.
Oh yeah, you're not on anyone else's schedule, so it's...
I like did what I wanted. So I started...
It's like going shopping by yourself.
See, I feel like I can't really go shopping by myself. Like clothes shopping?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't feel self-conscious being there because everybody is a knitter and into yarn and stuff. Like, I don't know. I didn't feel like anybody was like, you know, that girl's by herself. You know. She must not have anybody in her life that loves her, you know, or whatever. So, I started a hat on the train, and then I finished it the next day. And I started and finished Jaymie's Butter Mellow hat. This is my second one, and I love it. I had to make another one because the first one I made, I find myself, like, grabbing that one most of the time. Like, that's my go-to hat.
Yay!
And it's red, which I don't mind, but it doesn't match everything. And I needed something, like, really dark. So I knit this using Lambstrings yarn, the Utopia DK weight, in the Black Cat colorway, because what else?
It did come out nice.
Hello, right? What else? And I held double with it, that Neighborhood Fiber Company, that mohair lace, that silk mohair lace that I bought at Rhinebeck. And that was in the Eastwood or something colorway. Jaymie bought the same color I bought when we were there.
We didn't realize until we got home.
Nope.
Eastwood.
If you're a new viewer, you know, you should go back and watch our latest Rhinebeck, like our at Rhinebeck episode and haul. Edgewood. That's what it was. Edgewood. It was like a dark, like a really dark teal green.
Where are you?
So I doubled up. And you know what, you guys? It's right there.
There it is.
Edgewood. I didn't block it.
It's funny because
you could sort of see it.
Yeah, you could see hints of it.
So I originally was not thinking about using the mohair for that. or in conjunction with that. Just pillows. I need a pillow on my butt. But there's a hat pattern that the knitting place has. They were putting together some kits with my yarn for Vogue Knitting Live, and it was one skein of my yarn and then one skein of Shibui Silk Cloud, which is the same. It's the 70-30 mohair silk lace. So they're using it in together, and the hat looked so nice. And when I was there, I kept touching it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love this." Then I got home, and I was like, "I'm just gonna do it. I have it." So yeah, you guys. So this is Jaymie's hat pattern that she designed. Obviously, Mellow is a Harry Potter reference.
It is.
All right. So I checked to see how many people were making this hat, and it's not nearly enough. I'm just saying. I mean, look at how good this looks. It's like an ultimate slouch. I love this. I'm going to wear it right now. Forever. I'm taking this off. Forever. You need to go get this pattern. Seriously. It is awesome. It's hard to see because I knit it dark. But there's a lot of eyelets, which I think you saw when I pulled it. And then it's just...
what do you call that? Twisted rib?
Twisted stitches or something.
There's a name for them. I forget. This is terrible. It's my own.
It's like a cable, but it's not.
Yeah.
You will see. You need to go get this hat pattern. Totally worth it.
Cables.
I love it. I love it. And that silk mohair makes such a difference. It makes it like slippery or something. Like it's awesome.
Slippery.
And I love that halo of fiber. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's amazeballs. Like, it's the best. Please do this.
It did come out nice.
Everybody on the planet should do this. I could wear this.
Yeah.
It's my only FO. Only did the one in 3 weeks. That's my FO.
Well, I have no FO, so. My one thing has been sitting in my car for like a month.
What thing?
My hat.
Oh, yeah, your sock head, right?
Yeah, it was the sock head hat.
Yeah.
It's in my car.
Subliminal message. Do it.
Do it.
I love this hat.
Yay, I'm so glad.
Jaymie's design. Your only design, right?
Yeah, I have another one I never wrote up and put up, but hey.
So I had worked from the photo I took of my
notebook. And my
I was like, oh, I have this in the cloud.
With my little sketch.
From like 2 years ago, so I just opened it from the cloud. Love this hat. So glad I finished it. 2 days ago.
I gotta talk about this too.
So that's it for FOs, though. All right, so let's talk about, since we have no other FO. I mean, really, that's an FO.
It's kind of an FO. I just haven't I haven't blocked it yet.
That's an FO. I would talk about it. Talk about that. Then we'll talk about whips. And then we'll talk about spinning. And then we'll talk about acquisitions.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so I kind of have a spinning FO. It's kind of an FO. I haven't skeined it up yet. But,
I like the way they look in the spools.
Yeah, it's
better,
on the spool.
I think.
So this one, I hadn't spun in a while. And I just wanted to kind of do something fun. So I just kind of let it do what it wanted to do. I didn't try and make it thin or thick or, keep it as a steady... width, so it's just kind of all over the place.
I like yarn, hand spun yarn that's like that.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna apply it at all. It's gonna be like that.
I love it.
This is Into the World Intrepidity. I don't know if I said that right. Intrepidity. Sure. It's superwash. Targi.
Yeah.
Targi.
I think it's Targi.
I don't freaking know.
It's
stuff.
So at Vogue, I finally got to feel that Targi wool from Blue Moon.
Okay.
That big giant skein, and it's bouncy. It's got a really nice feel to it. So but this feels softer to me.
Does it?
Yes. Than the Targi that I felt. So that is so nice. And you said you really liked the way the Targi spun.
I did. I did like the way it spun up.
What was different?
Again, I wasn't trying to keep the width.
No. I love that.
I feel like the fibers really stuck together.
Yeah.
So it was an easier spin.
Mm-hmm.
The one I'm working on now. Okay, I'm not an advanced spinner or anything. I've only been doing it for not even a year.
Yeah.
And I've not done many. I've done 1, 2, 3
You've done a few
skeins on it.
Well, you did
4.
Yeah,
I did one for you.
Yeah, and 5 because you threw one away.
I did. No, that was a drop spindle one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. You're right.
The drop spindle.
You're right.
I have. I don't even remember his name.
Yeah.
Help me. Oh my gosh.
Kiwi?
Kiwi. Yes, I have the kiwi. Oh my god.
For all of you newbies, you will soon find out that I remember all the things.
Yes, and I remember nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we can't pronounce for
anything.
Whatever. No. So, like,
someone corrected us on something on the last
every
one.
video somebody has to correct us because we
do
just
not know pronunciation.
No, we have no respect for the way words are pronounced at all. At all. No. So we apologize in advance.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I like the way they look better in the spool. Like,
yeah,
I just feel like
they look fun in the spool.
They do look fun in the spool.
It is. It's fun. This one, I thought I wasn't going to have enough room. I thought the width of it was going to... Yeah.
Yeah.
But it fit, so...
But you have yet to...
This is 4 inches, I think.
Knit with any of your hand-spun yarn.
Nope, I have not.
So, because sometimes it's like, what do you do,
Yeah, what do you do with it?
What do you do with it? Unless you have a tremendous
this
amount
one
of it.
I do really
like.
like.
Oh, God, I love that one so much.
I never,
do you remember what that one was?
measured what,
Fiber optic.
Yeah, fiber optics. Oh,
from Rhinebeck. Yeah.
Like these
it's
ones.
Gorgeous.
No.
That one was Polworth.
This one I did.
Yeah. This one was like your second one, I think, ever. Yeah, isn't that lovely? I love that.
But this one I did.
So, I just learned earlier today that the beautiful, lovely, flawless Miss Lavanya Patricella, she is designing a hat using Spin Cycle Yarns, which is a company that is also a hand-spun yarn company. So I saw a picture of it briefly, and it looks like it's kind of bulky, but I'm not really sure. Until she releases the pattern, I'm not sure. But I thought of you. Because I was like, Jaymie really hasn't used much of her hand-spun yarn, and this is specifically for spun, hand-spun. It might be. And you know what? You can always modify it in some way. You're an advanced enough knitter to be able to modify a hat.
Yeah, I can figure it out.
So we're going to look for that. You guys should look for that. So if you have some hand-spun yarn at home you don't know what to do with, I think this is probably the pattern for you.
I've got to look. I don't remember seeing that hat.
Yeah, I just saw it.
But
I forget what she called it. That I just saw it. See, and that. I just want her to make things. I don't care if they look good or not. I just want you to make things, Jaymie. Just make things. Oh, whatever. I just took out my hand-spun yarn that you made me, too, so I would have showed that, but that's out of the picture today.
Knocking things over.
Whips!
That we're going to be entering into our,
Well, we can't enter.
Well, no. We knit along with...
Knit along with you guys.
I want to win a prize.
I know, right? Somebody needs to give us a prize. Well, I have a few that I've been talking about, but I'll do the one that's really, specifically for this cow. Because I don't think I started anything except for this year.
Yeah, I started this year, so this doesn't count for it.
So I have to knit on this. I'm missing some needles.
Oh, yeah.
So... I started a Madewell a long time ago. It's a straight knit, small cardigan. No buttons. There's no reason that it should take this long, but it did. I joked last podcast that I, cast it on last March or whatever. I didn't. I cast it on the previous November. So,
It's been over a year.
And you know what? I should have finished it for our last Free the Needles podcast, but I didn't. I think I was concerned with doing the stuff from the year before that one. So I picked it up, and I finished the sleeve. Yay! It's a sleeve. Woo. I know.
What?
I love it. I know.
I like the color. It matches my hair.
It does, Jaymie. So does everybody see that Jaymie put what she calls purple, but I call maroon?
It's like a...
In her hair.
Can you see? It's
right?
like a purpley maroon. It's streaked in.
You guys know that I'm the purple and Jaymie's the green. And Jaymie big fat went and put purple in her hair.
Because of work, I didn't want to do anything.
And I made a green hat.
Crazy.
No, we're switching roles.
A little bit. I did have green in my hair. Cut it all out though. See? Cut it off.
So yeah. So the other sleeve takes size 4 needles, which are on like all of my projects right now. And I tried to buy a pair of signature needles at Vogue, and I failed miserably. I was just gonna splurge on like a pair of 4s.
I feel the ends. You didn't wove in.
I probably won't. It's sleeves. Who cares? So, but I'm very happy. I'm like motivated to do this now. So I'm gonna work on this today. But this is done in, this is Joji Locatelli's Madewell cardigan. I'm knitting it in Lambstrings yarn, Tralala sock, which is 75-25 superwash merino nylon, in the Voodoo colorway. And I don't think that I'm alternating skeins. And I usually do. But look at how pretty that is.
Can you tell? You can't tell.
I can't even tell. You can't tell. I love this. Again. I forgot that I love this. And it's soft and it's light, and I'm just excited to finish it. And I did have like a little mini for the elbow pads, but I don't think I'm going to make them. Screw it. I think I'm just going to finish this and that's it. Quickly, I want to talk about the bind off for the sleeves. And I think I did the same bind off I did for the ribbing. I'm seeing, like, when I look up a lot of patterns, it tells you how to do the bind off, you know, it will either say bind off in the pattern, or, you know, it's whatever, bind off, like, tubular. I've been using, what have I been using? It's the sewn bind off for 2x2 ribbing, and it's a set of, like, 4 continuous steps you do with the needle. Mm-hmm. So, and I found that that is the best bind off that I've ever used. Like, it's stretchy, and...
I feel that, because that was really stretchy.
Right? It's nice. It's sewn. So, you know, if you don't mind sewing that stuff, that's you know, that's fine. It takes a little while, but it's totally worth it. So if you guys don't know what that is, you need to look it up. I think I just YouTubed it.
It makes a nice edge on it, too.
It makes like an...
Like it curls.
Yes. Like an invisible bind off.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And I also found that it's the only bind off that doesn't ripple my rib stitches.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that bind off for everything. I'm probably going to do it for the collar too. So if you're interested, you need to check that out. Sewn bind off for 2x2 ribbing. Madewell. Free my needles. Thank God.
Should I talk about what I worked on? Or should I talk about stuff I need to work on? Well, let me talk about the thing I worked on. This does not count towards my Frida needles because I started it in January. Come here, you.
Oh, I love that.
So, I got quite a bit done.
You really did?
Yeah.
Oh, it took up the whole screen for a second. I was like, oh my gosh.
So I have to, it's stockinette stitch for 17 inches. This is the Tadaima cardigan by, it's Expression Fiber Arts. Did I just stab you?
It's fine. I'll live. It's fine.
So, it's a cardigan, it's a big floppy cardigan, and I was like, I need it in my life. It's got little thumb holes. Does it have pockets? I could always
all the big floppy things should be in your life.
Yes, I love big ew. And I was just like, yes.
You almost said it. I do too. It's fine.
There, it's a cow.
Keep this on you so that you'll never look as red in your face when you say things like that. But that color looks really great on you.
Oh, thank you.
And like it looks nice as a cow. Like, for real. Jaymie is like, you really love that garnet red.
I do.
That like
I love
deep
it.
red, that ruby or whatever garnet.
And all the colors. I like the greens. I like the deep dark greens. I like the deep dark reds, the deep dark blue. Just what
nice
do they call
and
those?
saturated.
The jewel colors.
Yeah, the jewel
tones.
tones.
Right? The jewel
tones.
tones.
The jewel tones.
Yeah, I do. I like them.
I like black and gray and stuff like that. And then colors that go with black and gray.
So, yeah, 17 inches. I have probably 11.
And it's soft, you guys. This is... Did you say what this was?
No, I didn't say what I'm knitting it out of. It's Malabrigo Arroyo in the Cereza colorway.
If you are ever on the fence about trying Malabrigo Arroyo,
I love it.
Just get over it.
I love it.
Get it. I'm
going
to
get it. It's so
nice.
Nice. It's so soft and
it's lovely.
I love Malabrigo anyway.
Who doesn't? Malabrigo has like the best colors.
They do. They have awesome colors.
But yeah, they're because you know
support your hand-dyed artists.
Please do.
If you don't want to, Malabrigo.
Yeah, for real.
And the prices are good too.
Yes, they are.
They're not on the expensive side, but they're not on the cheap side. They're in the middle.
Right. You get your money's worth.
But it's worth it.
Yeah. That cardigan's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful on you. And it looks good with your hair right now.
If I ever finish it, I'm going to love it.
Free the needles next year.
Free the needles. Yeah, right? Next year, free the needles.
Next year.
It's the only thing I've been working on.
You'll finish it.
Yeah, I've got...
You might hit up...
This is my first skein.
Nice. How many skeins do you think that's going to take?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How many did I buy? I bought
7 skeins?
6 or 7, yeah.
Let's see that.
Because,
although you might go through them.
The collar goes all the way around.
Yeah.
So that's going to take more than a skein. I think she said in the notes that it takes more than a skein.
Right, just to do the collar.
The collar itself. So, yeah, I've been working on that.
I love it.
It's just stockinette, so it's easy, and I need easy right now. I don't have much time to sit and...
Yeah.
And, Rana and I have been finding, at night, we put the kids to bed, and we're, done.
Yeah.
We're like, you want to go to bed? And we're like, yeah.
Oh, you guys go, what time do the kids go to bed?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock the kids go to bed. We have been passing out so early.
You guys are working hard.
Ron was
you guys are working really hard.
We're getting old. I was like, yeah.
But you know what? You guys, Ron works a lot. You got a puppy.
Yeah.
I do. Guys, come on. Okay, so I'll talk about mine, and then you said you didn't touch yours.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the only thing I've been working on.
This counts as a free the needles, I guess, but it's just something I've been working on anyway. I am still working on my second chances wrap. The first one flew. I was obsessed with it. And this one's flying too when I sit down and work on it. Actually, I got a lot done. I really shouldn't talk very much about that. But that's where I was the last time we podcasted. So in 3 weeks, I think I only picked it up once or twice. That little, thing there drives me crazy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just like that.
You know what? It did in the last one too. But then when I put the I-cord edging on it, it looks really nice.
I'm going to mark where I was.
Yes, please do, because we always forget to do that.
I did a little gumdrop.
I like this side better. Anyway,
That's the wrong side, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, this is also all Lambstrings yarn. I started this one because I thought it would make a really, fantastic shop sample, which it will, as soon as I finish it. But this top color here, this is the Poet colorway. This gray here is Hydro Press, which is getting a lot of love right now in the shop, so that's nice. This color, this black, is the Black Cat, again, because I love it. And where is that green? Actually, this is the only solid part that I have. This green right here, this is the Wendigo colorway, which is also getting a lot of love right now. It's one of my favorites, and I'm doing a whole sweater out of it.
Yeah, I have. She is.
So the Chances Wrap by Charlotte Bory. I wore my original Chances Wrap to Vogue over the weekend, and I got stopped by quite a few people. And a few people took pictures.
It is awesome.
It really is. So you wrap it around yourself twice.
It looks awesome, the finished product, but it's also so fun to knit.
God, it was fun to knit. And let me tell you, going into the city, I think it was 30-something degrees, which I was like, okay, New York has had very, very low temps, the last month. So we're only just getting back into the 30s and 40s and 50s right now.
Which we shouldn't be.
Right, we should.
Well, we really be in the high 40s. I think in January normally it's high 30s.
Yeah. So I figured, all right, I'm going into the city. I'm sure, like, I haven't been in the city in so long. I'm like, all those buildings will block the wind. Yeah, they didn't. You know, it funnels the wind instead, which I didn't even think about. But I was so grateful that I brought that stupid wrap. I put it, like, over my face. It was like, I couldn't even feel it. The whole time I was walking, because I walked. It's like 20 something or whatever. It's a few blocks. And I was like, oh my God, this is great. I love this wrap. So if you're on the fence about that, you should totally do that. It's a great first brioche project.
It is.
It's big, but it's totally worth it.
I should talk about mine.
You should talk about yours.
So this is going to be one of my Free the Needles projects because I started last year. I've not got much done.
But look how pretty. Every time I see this wrap, I'm like, oh my God, yes.
And I suppose that's where I was. I should move that. My little owl. But I am using... Oh, come on. I can't get them off. My clumsy fingers.
Your fingers are so clumsy.
They are those clumsy.
It's such beautiful colors.
It's fun to knit.
Yeah, and this is
been enjoying it.
Jamie's first brioche.
It is.
And she likes it.
And I picked this crazy project.
No, but it's awesome.
Nice and simple.
Nah. Every section is small enough that you feel like you're accomplishing something, but then when you're ready to be over, you just change a section.
So mine I am doing with... Okay, where's yours?
That right there.
Yeah. So this is Lambstrings yarn, Raku, and then I am doing Edgewood.
We love Edgewood.
Yeah. I am doing, my next two are
Primrose
Yarn Company.
I love her.
I've got it all written down. Do you remember the name? Shanna's going to remember the names.
One of them is Swamp Queen.
That's this one.
And Maple Leaf.
Oh, look at you! Swamp
Maple
Queen
Leaf.
and Maple Leaf.
Swamp Queen.
So
I know all the things.
These are my colors.
Isn't that great? So
green. Oh, the
green. For those Chrissy Glass viewers who came here to watch us, this is the wrap that I was talking about on Chrissy Glass Knits. Because she asked me about, oh, didn't your friend do, a Rhinebeck, scrapbook? And I was like, oh, we were talking about, everybody was like, do the fade. And then Jamie came home and was like, I'm not going to do the fade.
Yep.
So these were all the ones, besides mine, that Jamie got at Rhinebeck. So that's
for the fade.
For the fade.
Yeah, I got it for the fade.
Yeah. Which it would have made a beautiful
wrap
fade.
Instead.
But look how beautiful that looks.
I was missing one color, right, to do the fade?
Maybe. I don't know if
I needed
the fade was 4 or 5 colors or whatever.
I don't remember.
But then we talked about it being that single ply.
Yeah.
How we weren't sure about
a lot of the
colors
were single ply, and I tried to find them,
yeah,
but they
didn't have them. So this is it in the flesh, you guys.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty? It would have made a great fade. It really makes a great chances wrap. It's so green. It's for Jamie.
It's mine.
I love it. Okay, I've got one more thing that I actively worked on, and I actively worked on this. And I don't think that I stopped in the right spot to show it, but that's okay. I'm gonna show it anyway.
Did you stop in the middle of a row?
I think I did. But no, I stopped closing. So, I started, and I may have started it this year. I don't know. I have to look. I have to go back in the podcasts and look.
Did you? You got a lot done.
Okay, all I want to do is knit this stupid V-neck boxy by Hohi, another Hohi pattern. So hopefully I finish this one this year. But I've been wanting to do the V-neck boxy for a while, and I had some skeins of sport weight yarn, which I had talked about. Not really. I've really been doing a lot of dyeing on sport weight, so I have a lot of it. So I decided to just get rid of a few skeins by dyeing it up for myself. And I modified the pattern slightly. And I dyed up some Wendigo for myself. And I'm knitting the Hohi's boxy.
The Hohi's.
Right, however you want to say that. I'm so in love with it. I love it so
like
much. And so it's not enormous and it's not obnoxious. It's not like a tent.
Yeah.
So it'll just be like that. With some sleeves.
Yeah. With some sleeves.
Yeah. I'm totally happy with it. I love this. I took some nice Instagram photos of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice. So, she originally has you cast on like a tremendous amount for the shoulder. And I basically cast it on about half as much as she asked for. Because I don't want a giant ass thing. I'm not going to wear... It's too big. You know, I want it like practical big. So I'm going to finish like to the end of this. I'm going to make the back a little bit longer than the front. Mm-hmm. You know, with I'm going to put some short rows in there. And then just like those like half sleeves. Done. I love it. I love it. And the sport weight is heavy enough, you know, to feel like I'm wearing a sweater. But not so heavy that I feel like I'm wearing a sweater. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. I love it.
Very nice.
I love it. So I am going to wet block it, which I've been trying not to do, but I think it needs a nice wet blocking to like really breathe and drape the way that I want it to. Doing this like quick. So yeah, that was my V-neck boxy. Boom. What else are you working on?
Well, again, the only thing I worked on was the sweater, but I have these. I love that bag. It's by Leanie Designs. My Christmas socks.
Oh, I totally neglected my socks.
My Christmas socks. It's a Araluen pattern. And it is Little Bean. I think she's, what is she, Little Bean Crochet?
Little Bean Crochet.
On Instagram, but it's Little Bean Loves Yarn.
Yeah. Oh, Little Bean Loves Yarn.
LittleBeanLovesYarn.com. Kayleen.
Yeah.
So this is the prongs color. Oh, it's kind of like getting washed out a little.
Yeah. We let it get really dark out, so we're only like dealing with our harsh lighting. So
the prongs, and then this was avocado. That's going to be my toe. I'm doing only the toe in the avocado. So I've got just past the heel on one sock. Yep.
There'll be socks sooner or later.
That's all I did.
I love that texture, though. You were a little
too.
worried that it's going to be tight.
Yeah. I cast on 60 stitches, and normally I do 56. Mm-hmm. But I guess because of the texture of it, it looks really small. It. So
yeah, but how do you feel when you pull that? Do you feel it's okay?
I don't know. It feels like it might be a little tight.
Well, maybe that'll be.
I don't know. We'll see. Anna's socks, yeah, right.
Anna's big socks, because Anna's like this.
She'll grow into it.
Yeah. No, those are gonna look really pretty though. And when you like we were talking about this last time, you could still wet block your socks and they'll open up. So that's another option if you think they're gonna be too tight.
Yeah, I might have to wet block.
Such a pretty color. You know, and it was pretty when you had a little bit of the sock done, but now that you have a lot of the sock done, I really see the speckles look really great.
It's getting so much now.
It looks so much back here. Yeah.
I do love the way it's knitting up.
Yeah, that is very nice, James. And I love that twisted rib. It's like my favorite. I love a nice twisted rib.
It's a twisted rib. It's beautiful. And I use the little itty bitty 9-inch.
I don't know how she does it. But she does it.
I use it. And these, I love these.
You have 100 of them.
I have 10 million because of my mom for Christmas. I got them all.
That's crazy.
This one is my favorite because it's green.
Of course it is. This one is my favorite because it's black. So. That's it for like whips and stuff, like actual stuff that we worked on.
Yeah,
since our last
even
podcast.
Those things I've not worked on. I think I only have one more thing, honestly. I think, what are my whips? My whips are my Tadaima sweater, but that doesn't count because I started this year. My socks.
Your Chances wrap.
My Chances wrap. And then my fingering weight cardigan.
Yeah.
You guys. Yeah, you can tell they're like right in with these library books.
And then purple hair. I have all the purple, which I don't have with me, and I have a green hat on-ish.
I like green.
I like green.
And I work in a library.
And she does.
I love working in a library. It's the best.
Oh!
Yeah. Look
Aww. That's really a lace
cardigan.
weight.
This is the last, this is lace.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I have to finish.
Yeah.
And I've got the body done.
Ah, green.
Yeah, green and gray. I just have the sleeves, which I'm going to do, like, roughly.
Yeah, half sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, just half sleeves.
The button band.
Perfect. And you're almost done. Look at how nice it looks.
I think it's going to be a little drapey, which is nice once it blocks.
Yep.
I made it longer than it calls for. I think they want you in it for 7 inches.
See, I like the way you did the bind off on this, too. And yours is stretchy. But Jaymie's tension is just the best.
Yeah, it's
the bestest. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's going to look nice on you.
You can see through it. You can see me.
Risque.
But, I think I'm really going to love it once it's done.
Done. Perhaps in this lifetime. I'm not really sure.
This is the fingering weight cardigan. And I did it Featherweight. I said fingering weight, didn't I?
Because
Featherweight.
Featherweight cardigan.
Featherweight cardigan.
By Hannah Fettig.
Yes, and I did Knit Picks gloss lace in, let me see if I'm going to remember, Robot, Hawk.
Oh, this one we could never figure out.
The green, goddamn.
Shamrock.
Shamrock, yes, Shamrock.
Did it!
So Knit Picks gloss lace. It's nice and cheap.
It really is. It really is. I have black at my house.
And it's nice.
Like, really. I don't know why I even tell you guys what color it is.
Yeah.
I have one at my house, and I was going to do what Jaymie did. I was totally going to, like, copy you, because that striping is so nice. And I have, like, the weirdest colors, but I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. For, like, a year. Over a year. I'm like, I think I'm going to do it.
Eventually. So, yeah, that's I said I was not going to buy any yarn this year and only work from what I had in my stash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to buy stuff on the yarn crawl.
Oh my god! I'm so surprised!
But other than the yarn crawl and,
you could have been an inspiration to...
Yeah.
Like a little over 1,000 people.
I've got to do the yarn crawl.
Duh!
The Long Island yarn crawl.
Yeah!
There's a new one on there this year.
Yes, yes, there is. There's a new shop.
The Black Sheep.
The Black Sheep shop.
The Black Sheep. Out in East Hampton.
Yes, correct. So, you guys know, if you're from the area, I know that we have a lot of viewers that are Suffolk County, Long Island, New York people. The Long Island Yarn Crawl, I think it's like April 19-ish or like some of those numbers up there.
Something around there.
So, set your calendars. I'm going to be at the Knitting Cove promoting Lambstrings yarn that Friday for like a little trunk show special. And, and then Jaymie and I are just going to like hit the road on Saturday and Sunday. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love...
Not sure how we're going to split it up yet.
We don't know.
But we'll let you guys know.
Last year we did like a little...
It's so hard to run into people though. Like, there's no planning where you're going to be at a specific time. You just are
where you are. So last year we did like a little video of us at the yarn crawl, doing the yarn crawl, so I'm going to try to do that again.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
I did have every intention of taking video for VKL this year, and I just didn't. I was by myself, and I wanted to shop and enjoy it, and I was like, I don't want to be behind the camera.
We should do every yarn shop we hit a video. We should ask if we could do a video.
So we tried to do that last year. I did like a couple of them. Somebody said no.
Yeah. Who was that? Was it Oceanside?
I don't remember. I didn't ask every shop. We kind of got like...
We'll see. We'll ask again.
We'll do what we do. We got to talk about acquisitions. Because I was at VKL.
Acquisitions.
Yeah.
I have just one thing. And I didn't buy it.
Oh, I was like, didn't you just say you weren't going to buy stuff?
Well, no, I was given it, so.
So, of course, I said, I'm going to, like, be sensible this year at VKL, and I'm not going to go crazy buying all the yarn and this and that. Which I did. I did okay. I bought some yarn, though. Oops. So, first off, I did have to hit the Do You Knit booth because it was, like, big and pink, and it, like, had all the speckled yarn. So I was like, yes, I have to go over there. Also, I wanted to meet Karen, the owner of Do You Knit, because I am having a trunk show there on February 17th. So I was like, I need to meet this person, like, in their face.
Mm-hmm.
So,
in their face.
So I was there with no intention to actually purchase anything, and then, oops.
Oopsies.
Oops.
It was really cool, though.
See, I went by myself, and I was still enabled by somebody else. Because I'm talkative, and I was, like, making friends, and they were like, you have to buy this. And I was like, okay, I'll just take that. I bought a skein of Yushitita, which, oh my God, what a washout. Whatever, you guys see that? Yushitita. It's their Merino Singles in the Galaxy colorway. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. So pretty. It's gorgeous. I love it. Yummy, yummy. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was at the booth, and I was talking to one of the girls that works at Do You Knit. I think her name is Nicole. She was like the sweetest. And fashion school dropout. And I forget her name, but she's also a yarn dyer. She was also working there. And Sosu Knits was there. The one that, the designer who designs all those like geometric-y brioche, like capelets and cardigans and stuff. And they all kind of were just like, this one! And I was like, okay! I was going to get this one! So I did. I don't know what I'm going to do.
It's pretty, though.
This is one of those items that'll be in your stash for a while, and then all of a sudden a project will come up, and it's like, yeah, that yarn. I need that yarn. So I did. I got that. Then I was introduced to Chantel. I think her name is Chantel. She is the designer behind the Flying Yak. She did the design for Hedgehog Fibers, that faded long cardigan. So I was introduced to her by Christy Glass.
She likes the color yellow.
She loves yellow. And she was the sweetest. I really, really liked her. She was actually wearing a yellow knit dress that was her wedding dress. And I was like, nobody
with
ever
the buildings
gets...
on the bottom,
yes.
right? Yes, I love that
Nobody
one.
ever gets to wear their wedding dress more than once. So, congrats, Chantel. And it was awesome. So, I was, like, digging through, like, her bag. And she had some, like, beautiful, like, farm cormo in bright yellow, of course. So she was like, you have to go to the Brooklyn General Store and buy it because it's amazing and this and that. So I was like, all right, let me go check them out. So I went to the Brooklyn General Store. I almost, whoopsie, spent like $300 on a bag. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. Don't be a crazy person. They're beautiful bags. Check out the Brooklyn General Store. Check out the Brooklyn General Store. Check out the Brooklyn General Store online, see if they have it, because somebody needs to buy those amazing bags that they had so that I'm not tempted to go buy one. Anyway. I don't even know what this is. Hello Mellow. Wait a minute. No, that was Marshmallow. I was like, is that farm that was at Rhinebeck? But it's not. That was Marshmallow Farm. This is Hello Mellow hand-spun. Hand-dyed, hand-spun, handmade. Hello Mellow, handspun.etsy.com. Thank you for purchasing. You're welcome. It's limited edition, hand-dyed in Brooklyn. 75% Corredaile, not Cormo, sorry. Corredaile wool and 25% alpaca. It is just so nice and squishy, and she, like, skeined it all fat and good, and I loved it. And I realized I didn't have a lot of, like, farm, like straight from farm skeins.
Here you go. That's yours.
No! That's yours.
It goes good with it.
It does go good with it. So I don't know if there's a colorway name on this.
It's not got a name.
It's not got a name. But, you know, of course I get there. It's all these bright colors, and then it's this. And I was like, mine!
Like, Shanna.
Yeah.
Buy me.
Ooh, it's getting blown out, but actually that's not bad because you guys can see that there's a little bit of lavender and gray and navy in there. Color. Isn't that gorgeous? So they're considering this a lace weight. I don't think it is. It looks like a heavy fingering to me. Like almost a sport weight.
Sport.
Either way, I will absolutely find a project for this. It is, I think it's one of their staff members that dyes it. Don't quote me on that. But I think that's what they said. But I'm not sure. So yeah, she totally enabled me to buy that. And I'm glad I did.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it really is. Also, I keep smelling them because I bought some stuff that smells good in here.
And you keep it in the bag.
And I keep it in the bag. Well, I kept it in the bags because I didn't want to forget all of it. I stopped by the junk yarn booth It was Junk Yarn and Shelly Can was that pin maker. Mm-hmm. And I whoopsie bought some Tuft Woolen bath products because I think I've discovered that it's my weakness. Like if there's lotion or soaps or smelly things, I'm just gonna buy them. I just want all the things. This is what's making everything smell. This is some sock soap, which I've had before, and I love it. It is whatever it says, plum and amber. It's amazing. Jaymie thinks it smells like her cough drops.
Is this one? Oh, yeah.
It doesn't, but it doesn't. It smells better than her cough drops. Don't listen to her. She was sick.
I'm still sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she doesn't. It's not right. So,
I have the never-ending cough. It won't go away.
Really? I mean, you're still coughing.
I am.
Then I bought their hand and body lotion bar thing in the campfire s'mores.
Oh, that one was good, yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
It smelled good.
In heaven.
Let me smell.
Yeah. Yummy.
That one is good.
Her products are no joke. They smell amazing.
It looks like a miniature deodorant.
It does, doesn't it? It's the cutest little thing, and it just rolls out, and you just put it on you. So actually, I've been putting it like on my wrists because it smells good, and I keep thinking like it's perfume, but it's not. It's actually a lotion, like a hand balm. Mm-hmm. So it does have lanolin in it, which most of the hand balms when you buy at like fiber fairs and stuff, they always have the lanolin in them. So you can use them, like you can have soft hands and knit, so it doesn't hurt the yarn, or it softens everything. It's just so nice, and I love it. I'm so glad I bought that stuff. At the same booth, of course, I just said that Shelly Can is a pin maker. You can find her at shellycan.com, and I bought a pin. Because, yeah, I bought a pin. I bought this one. So, if you can't see it, I'm not going to take it off my bag. If you can't see it, it is a skull, a doy, but with a ball of yarn in the inside of the head. So you can sort of see. I didn't even notice that. Right?
There's a ball of yarn in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it?
He sees it.
I loved it. Oh, what was the name of this one? Yarn Habits Die Hard or something like that. So of course I had to get a pin. And these are all the rest of my pins. I'm starting a ridiculous collection. I'm putting them on my regular bag. Because I don't have a fringe supply bag. Because I'm cheap.
I know a bit of that.
I stopped by Katrinkles, that wooden whatever. Mm-hmm. And I bought myself a knitter's ruler. Thank God. So that I can properly measure my gauge. So I bought the small one. But everybody should have one of these. If you don't have a gauge swatch, do you have a gauge swatch?
No.
Jaymie needs a gauge swatch. But everybody should have one. I used this once since I got it, and I was like, this is the best. I was like, never using a ruler ever again. This is perfect. And then I got this for no reason. So I can sew that onto a hat. I should have sewed it onto this one. I should just sew it onto this one.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's so cute. Kind of like blowing through stuff right now because it's getting late. I also, for free, I got a little gift while I was there. It was so nice. Fiber Me This. I wish I could remember her name. She makes these little progress keepers, so she gave me one for free. This woman, she dyes yarn for the Uncommon Thread. I think she's the Uncommon Thread. I will fix that if I have it wrong, but I think I have that right. So we were talking. Christy Glass had like a booth, and I was like, I'm going to stop by the booth. So you wait on this little line, and these two women in front of me. Actually, this is a funny story. So the two women in front of me were chatting, and I was by myself. So I looked at one of the women's shawls, and I was like, oh, I really love that shawl. It was like neutral colors and whatnot. And right away, I was like, that was on Christy Glass's Rhinebeck, like, tell me about your Rhinebeck sweater. Mm-hmm. So I said, excuse me, is that the shawl from the Rhinebeck video? And I wasn't explaining myself quite right, and she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, maybe this isn't her. And then I was like, no, this is you. You have this was a shawl that was on Christy's whatever, it's Vollenvine. And she was like, oh yes, this and that. So we got into a big conversation. So she introduced herself. We were talking for a couple minutes. Then she said, oh, and this is my friend who is also on the Rhinebeck video. It was this woman with blonde hair. I took one look at her, and I was like, oh my God. Remember? You watched it with me, right? Butter on the side of the muffin. If you haven't watched Christy's Tell Me About Your Rhinebeck Sweater 2017, you need to go back and watch it. She
Butter on the side.
The best story. I laughed so hard. And I looked like such an ass. I was like, I'm so happy to meet you. Butter on the side. She was like, I can't believe that I told that story to all these people.
It's amazing.
I was like, don't worry, we love you. You're the best. So I did tell them that I had a podcast, so if you guys are watching, hi. And I'm just so glad that I met Butter on the side. I loved her. And she was very nice. It's just, I don't remember.
She doesn't have a name, it's Butter on the side.
I don't remember her name, but it doesn't matter. You guys were so nice. So thank you for the free gift, by the way. And then this I got from when I did the trunk show. Because, yeah, I bought this mohair lace or whatever, mohair silk lace at Rhinebeck, and then I decided I was going to get Shibui. Look at that.
Your hands smell nice. You went like this. And it's like,
campfire s'mores. Yes. So this will go, I think this is going to go in a shawl. Instead of, I was going to do it in a hat, but I think it's going to go in a shawl. So, like, breezed whatever. I just totally breezed through all my acquisitions. But really wasn't that much. I was kind of sensible. Somehow I came home spending a lot of money. But that's fine. I knew I was going to spend money. What else?
oh,
Yeah.
so I got kind of an acquisition. It's actually from my parents.
This is really cool, though.
So my dad grew cotton. And he gave me all the cotton to spin. So, I mean, I don't have any of those brushes to brush it out and stuff, so it's got to wait a little bit. But, yeah, it's green on, because it's supposed to be green. It's that mold. It's green cotton. So he had white, I think.
That's just goose poop.
Yeah, it looks like goose poop in certain areas.
So, but let me ask you this. So when you spin it, is it going to come out green, do you think? Like, obviously, right? You
Like,
can
look
still
at the
spin
green
it.
there. Like, look how dark that is. But
That's going to look really cool.
yeah, so I believe they had brown cotton, white, and green. I think this is just white and green.
Yeah.
That's
really awesome,
It looks
though.
like goose poop. It does.
It does look like goose poop. It's okay. It's not.
So I've got
fine.
a bag of cotton. Sees it. It's cotton. So I don't know when that's going to get spun up. I've got to brush it out, and it's
So,
actually,
like-
it's still got, you can feel it, it's got the seeds in it.
Yeah.
I've got to pick the seeds out.
How awesome, though. So, like, I wonder now, that doesn't look like very long fibers.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I wonder how that's going to be to spin.
I don't know.
Has anybody ever spun, like, natural cotton before? Like, you know, with the spinning that you guys are watching? I'm sure people have done it before. But has anybody watching ever done that?
Yeah.
If you have any tips or anything, let us know.
Yes.
Or tricks or whatever. Like, I can't wait to see that done, because that's going to be so neat. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
It's
Right there. It's going to hang out for a while. I am currently spinning this. Woo! This is created by LCD.
Oh, I love that so much.
This is
Dang.
unicorn, I think, right?
Or something. Looks
Yeah,
like
here we
it.
go. Unicorns. It's 4 ounces. It's Rambouillet, Merino, and Stellina.
Is that on your wheel?
It is on my wheel.
Oh,
a
so
little
we
bit.
don't know.
It's
Yeah.
a pain in the ass. I was trying to go really thin with it. Now, I don't think I'm putting enough spin into it.
Okay.
I'm worried of putting too much. I think I just have to get over it and, like, really
do
spin
it.
the frig out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's coming undone. Like,
Oh,
it's already
then,
done
yeah.
it, like, 4 times, and I've been like, this is
So-
a pain in the ass to get it back in and around. And,
So now, okay, you're spinning it, you want fingering weight yarn.
yeah.
And right now it's a single ply, right?
Yes.
Are you going to ply it?
Yes,
Oh
I'm
my
going to
God,
apply
I
it back
love that
into
so
it.
much.
So, I've got that
Sparkle.
hand.
Oh my God.
So the part I'm spinning now is, like, looks like this.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Sparkle.
So pretty.
So I'm doing it really thin. I've only done a little bit so far. I've only been working on it 2 days or 3 days. And, you know, it's only like, I've got 15 minutes here and there.
Yeah.
So it's going to take me a while.
Her fiber, I mean, Jaymie, you've got a lot of fiber here that is from, like, amazing fiber art. Like, the Classy Squid is Fabulous. Look at this, like, bright all of a sudden in here. Oh, I love it so much. I can't wait to see that done. But created by LCB, that's another one. If you guys don't know, you need to check her out. I'm sure you've seen her all over the Instagram.
She's got a lot.
She's got a lot.
Not only are her colors, like, I love her, like, her color and the way she mixes them, and they're just beautiful.
Yeah.
But she always has so much in her store.
Yeah. And you guys, she's adorable. Like, her little face. She's
her little face.
Cute. Go check her out.
So that is what I am currently spinning on my wheel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to look at that when we go downstairs. I can't wait to see it.
It's on there.
Yeah. I didn't even think to look at it.
Only a little bit, but it's on there.
It's not really an acquisition. It is, but it's not. So, real quick shop update stuff for Lambstrings yarn. I'm probably going to have a shop update next week. I am getting ready for the Do You Knit trunk show, and then I will be getting ready for the Long Island Fleece and Fiber Festival, which is May 19th and 20th or something like that. Whatever that Saturday and Sunday is. So I'll be there.
Which is another place I'll be spending money.
Oh, whoops.
Won't be paying any online. That'll be...
So, of course, with all the stuff going on, I decided might be a good time to, like, add a new base to the shop because I have no self-control and I just would like to. So, Jaymie had purchased some yarn from a Etsy seller or whatever. He purchased some yarn that was BFL, and I was really loving the way it felt. I was considering it, so I was looking at, like, all the yarns that I could get and this and that. So I found BFL nylon in a twist.
Was it the green?
Yes. I found superwash BFL nylon in 2-ply, which I've never had 2-ply in the shop before, and I really need 2-ply in the shop. So I ordered a sample skein, and I dyed myself some Ophelia.
I do like
because I love that color. And I like it, you guys. I think I'm going to add this base to my shop. So if anybody's interested in it, it will be in the shop soon. I think I ordered like 50 skeins to test, and I will be putting those up as soon as I can. So I think it's going to be a shawl.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a shawl, people. And I don't want to do, I want to, but I'm not going to do it like knit together.
Oh, how are you going to do it?
I think I'm going to stripe it. Like, I always say like a Lisa Much, but then I never do another Lisa Much. But when I say stripey, I mean like a Lisa Much stripey. I think I'm going to do a stripey.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm really hoping that this like mohair is like trending right now. Like mohair silk is trending right now, and I really hope it stays because it's friggin' cool. It's like fuzzy. It's interesting.
So soft.
Right? Because it's got the silk in it. I know. Let's talk about floppy. Anyway, discussion stuff. I think I want to open a thread in the Ravelry group. Or I'd like to start a topic of conversation that I should have started a long time ago, but I want to know what everybody thinks about mixing textures in your knitting. So when I do fair, or when I do a trunk show, a lot of people will come up to me with like one project, like a shawl or whatever, and they're adamant about getting the same base in every color to make that shawl or sweater or whatever. I don't care about mixing my bases. So, but I know a lot of people do, so I want to hear what you guys think. I want to start the topic because I'm like a huge fan of mixing textures, like single ply and 4-ply sock yarns. I like to mix those in my Chances wrap. I mixed them. You're mixing them in your Chances wrap. How do you feel about that?
I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I don't know about something that was flat, like just straight stockinette stitch.
Yeah. I mean,
it would depend what it is.
I think let's all assume that the gauge is the same on both of those items. Like if you're doing a scarf and your gauge changes from here to here, you're going to have a wonky scarf. But if the gauge is the same, like striping these 2 items for a shawl is pretty fun, I think.
Something like a scarf or a shawl, I think I would be fine with it. But a sweater that I would wear...
Yeah, not right. So, I think, like, I really want to, like, play around with different textures. Like, I feel like that's where, I don't know, my interest is bringing me into, like, different... Because I've done it a million times, but I never talk about, like, perfecting it. Mm-hmm. Like, I like to perfect it. Does that make sense? It's just something that was, like, on the top of my head, like, the other day, and I was thinking I should really talk about it. Mm-hmm. There is a pullover pattern by Louisa Harding in one of my books. All right, I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to put the book down here. But it's a boat neck, long sleeve sweater, and it's, like, one, I think it's, like, 8 rows of this, and then another 8 rows of, like, a mohair. So it's a little see-through, but the top is gorgeous. And ever since I saw that, I'm like, I'm just going to make that. I'm probably never going to make it. But I like the idea of mixing textures is my point. So I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. Or if you've ever done it or what has worked and what hasn't worked. Because I think I want to, like, I don't know. I think I want to explore it a little bit more in, like, serious way.
Serious exploration.
Serious exploration of mixing textures in knitting and crochet. Boom! What was the other thing that we had to talk about that we said we were going to push?
Did we?
I remember what the other thing I wanted to talk about was. Okay, so I want to talk about knitting in the art world. I did stumble, and I forget how, upon Nina Dodd. She's a knitter. She does, so it's knitted camouflage collaborations with a photographer, Joseph Ford. So she's designing, like, sweaters that match backgrounds. So people just blend right into their backgrounds. Mm-hmm. And there was another Japanese artist that did this with paint years ago, who's, I'm sure, still doing it. And I can't remember his name, and I'll just have to put up whatever, like, at the bottom here, underneath the video. So I don't know if this is going to show up. I really want you guys to see it. But, like, this guy? Come on! Is that the most amazing thing ever? This guy? So, knitting camouflage, you guys. How cool is that?
I like his hair.
Right? It's exciting, and I like his beard. Where's the other one? Oh! Knitted camouflage. Oh, there's more! Yes, so she designs these sweaters she designs the sweaters just to match whatever the background is. I'm going to put the link underneath the video as well as all of our other information.
That's so fun.
Oh my god, this guy! So you guys really need to read about this because... Oh, can you see that guy on the ladder? Come on! You guys know that knitting is not limited to, designed knitwear to wear scarves, hats, and things like that.
It is an art form.
It is an art form. And I'm gonna try to follow and see what they're doing and give you guys updates because I really love this knitted camouflage whole thing. I'm gonna do a little bit more research. I want to read her artist statement or their artist statement and their their mission statement or whatever. But knitting is everywhere. It's like becoming a real thing.
Yeah, a real thing because it wasn't real before.
No,
it's only real now.
It's becoming more of a trendy thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't mean that before. It's becoming more of a trendy thing to do. A lot of people are picking up knitting and doing, a lot of people are picking up knitting. There's not one person that I've met who doesn't knit that hasn't said to me, oh, I know somebody who knits. Yeah. Or this and that. We want to go eat, but we want to do, how was your week? Real quick.
It was good. I'm trying to think. I cut my hair off.
Yes, Jaymie cut her hair and she dyed it, and it looks amazing. And with that necklace and everything, it looks freaking great.
It was my birthday.
Yes, it was Jamie's birthday. Yeah.
Yay!
One of the items that I ordered for your present isn't here yet, so I have to push that to next week, which I hate to do. Okay. But
you don't have to give me anything.
Yes, I do. Of course I do. I want to get you things. I want to get you all the things.
I'm trying to think. Puppy's doing good.
Yeah. You were sick. So last time we podcasted, we were sick.
I'm still sick.
And then Jaymie got better and then got sick again.
Yep. with a different cold, like coughing. Yeah. Like I was sick with like what you think the regular sneezing. Yeah.
That.
And then I got a little better, and then I got sick again with coughing. But I got really sick, and it was terrible for a few days. And then it was getting better. It's getting better, and it's just not going away. It's just taking forever. And a woman I work with had bronchitis. I don't think you could catch bronchitis, but you could catch the cold that
causes bronchitis or whatever.
The bronchitis in them. I think it's just something that I probably have it. I think it's just something that you can get from a cold. Like it turns into it. I don't know. And it's not going away. And of course, my dumbass, I don't go to the doctors.
Well, it's a cold. You know, what's the doctor going to tell you? Like, we don't have a cure. You know? Like,
I think with the bronchitis, you can take medicine, though.
Right, but you clearly don't have bronchitis. You'd know if you had bronchitis.
I don't know. I've had bronchitis before when I was young.
Yeah. But bronchitis, you'd be in bed. You'd be, you'd be really run down. And you're okay.
For a few days I was. Yeah. But, like, it's going away. It's just, it's taking
forever.
I feel like I've been sick since Christmas.
Yeah.
I got sick the day after Christmas, 2 days after Christmas. So, yeah, I've been sick since right after Christmas.
And that happens to me when I get sick like that. There's like I don't know, I'm having an allergic reaction to Augmentin, which is in like most of the flu fighting stuff right now. Everything has, that I know of. If an antibiotic is too strong, I have a reaction to it. And then I have to take medicine to get rid of that reaction. So when I get sick, it's like 30 days of taking medicine and being sick in some way or another. It drives me crazy. Amoxicillin is the only drug that that always cured my cold or whatever, my flu, and didn't have a reaction. But nobody wants to give it to me because it doesn't work anymore. But it tastes like a dream. So I'm like, I need it. And I need it in liquid because it's bubblegum delicious.
It's bubblegum delicious.
I'll take it for 20 days. It beats getting something else and then having it. Oh, such a pain. You guys heard about my week or my last 3 weeks. That's what I did, all those things. I want to say hello to everybody who stopped by the trunk show at the knitting place 2 weeks ago. It was really nice to meet new people. And I want to say hello to all the people that I met at VKL last week. Hello. And it was nice to meet everybody there too. And yeah.
I think we're good.
I think we're good too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Happy knitting.